guys, it's Michelle with Garden City Homestead. Tonight I am going to make onion stock and I'm going to caramelize a bunch of onions to make onion soup tomorrow. And I already have French onion soup, that is. I already have beef stock cooking that I have had on the stove for 24 hours right now, but I'm not planning on, I just added more fresh vegetables to it, and I'm not planning on taking it off the stove until tomorrow morning. So come along with me and we'll get this going. I've got a mandolin here that I haven't used in a really long time because I haven't needed it for anything. So here's how this works. We're going to cut the blossom end and the root end off. And all the waste products from making the caramelized onions are going to make the stock. It's a fabulous thing. See if we can make this work. Y'all, this is too easy. Yes, it works. Check that out. And super thin. You know, I swear I remember this being hard to use. Pleasantly surprised. So this is a Chef Inn brand. I think I probably bought it at a garage sale, to be perfectly honest with you. So this part collapses as you push on it. So it gets closer and closer to what you're doing, which is really fabulous. And you just want to do it fast with deliberate motion. And then when you're done, it all goes in. This is a Cuisinart slow cooker, and I'll link it down in the bottom if you're interested. It has a lot of really cool options. But for now, I'm going to put it on slow cook, and I'm going to put it on 12 hours, and I'm going to keep it on low. I'm going to hit start. So you can see this thing is plumb full and it doesn't quite sit. You see how it's rocking on there? It's not exactly perfect, so it's lifted up just a little bit. So that way I know when it cooks down, it'll sit flat on there. And let me show you what the stock pot looks like. Putting in a couple of bay leaves and a bunch of peppercorns. I just came in here to check on everything, and this has been going for an hour and 20 minutes. And look, the lid is solidly on there now. There's no rocking back and forth or anything. So I haven't checked on it since the last time I showed it to you, but I thought that was interesting. Let's see how much it cooks down by morning. All right, so this has been cooking about 2 hours and 15 minutes now. And can you see it's not touching the top at all? It's about an inch or so down. That is exciting. I can't wait. Hey guys, this is the onion stock the next morning. And if you look at the side, you can see how much it reduced. I left the cover off for probably about 4 hours. No, 6 hours. So I've left the cover off for 6 hours and let it reduce. So I'm going to turn it off and let it cool down a little bit right now because it is in my canner and I need to be able to use it to can it. And this is the beef stock. All right, 9.5 hours of cooking. You can see it has reduced quite a bit. So you can see there is definitely browning. It's a lot browner than it was earlier, but it's not where we want it to be. So we're going to let it keep going. Here is an update on the onions. I let them cook for 12 hours on low, and I turned it up to high and put it on for another 12 hours. So it's been cooking about an hour and 15 minutes. And they're definitely starting to get browner. So they cooked down a lot when they were on low, but I wasn't happy with the brown. And I have until tonight when we eat this soup to get it nice and brown. So I'm going to do that. There's a lot of juice in it. I haven't put any oil or anything in this. So do you see there's a ton of juice down there? I'd say maybe 2 inches. Yeah, I think so. 1.5 inches to 2 inches. And that is amazing. So we're just going to keep going with it. And let it get all nice and brown and congeal some. No, we're not anywhere close right now. It's going to be on for a long time. And I do think I'm going to have to leave the cover off when it starts getting closer to the color that I like so that the juices will get more concentrated. All right, so after almost 11 hours cooking on high, it's definitely looking a lot more like what I want it to look like. So I'm still going to let it cook. Right now it's like 10 o'clock at night. I think I'm going to let it cook until the morning. I have left it uncovered for the last like 6 hours. So I'm going to like pat it down so it stays in the remaining juice that's here so nothing gets dried out. It finally got to the place that I wanted to be. Took forever. It was 12 hours on low, 12 hours on high, and then I let it sit for a couple of hours on the warm setting. And so you can see the onions are still juicy, and they've broken down quite a bit, and they turn the right color, which is amazing. So I am going to make French onion soup tonight for dinner, And then I'm going to can French onion soup after that. And I just put the onion broth that I made in the canner. So I'll show you guys what those look like when they come out. So this is what I ended up with. I have 7 jars of canned onions that are in pint jars. And the broth in there is beef broth, beef stock that I made for the French onion soup. There were way more onions than beef stock though, so after we ate the meal I only had enough to top these off. And this is the onion stock that I made. And I have, I think, 6 quarts of onion stock. So that's not bad. 6 quarts of onion stock and 7 pints of caramelized onions in beef stock. Yum. I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you're having a great day.